Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. The message I heard is we need order somehow. The scripture comes from Song of Songs 1:15 through 16. How beautiful you are, my darling. Oh, how beautiful. Your eyes are doves. How handsome you are, my beloved. Oh, how charming. And our bed is verdant. This is a message for someone. There are people that are saying you are out of control. Oh my goodness. They are saying that you are out of control. They are saying that you are out of order. They are saying that it's almost like they just feel like you're wild. Okay, I'm being reminded of kind of how what was the name of that movie? Alice in Wonderland, the real life version. I forgot what it's called, but y'all know the real life version, the newest version, okay? The second one actually, where Alice has been traveling. She took over her father's company and she has been traveling, and the man that she was supposed to marry is ends up buying her company, her father's company, from her mom, and her mom is saying that she sold it because she wants Alice to settle down and get married and stop traveling and stop living this way, and that she's out of control and dot 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 dot. God says that someone is looking on to you and they are like, oh my goodness, she is out of control. This is for a woman that is not married. This is for a woman that then decided, you know what, I'm not getting married. I'm over it. I'm sick of it. I'm finished. I'm through. You have absolutely had enough with the idea of marriage. And whomever this woman is, there are people looking on at you and the way you're living your life. You know, and when I think about how Alice was in that movie, she was really just living her best life, but she was living her life like a man. Like, to be honest, she was. Her sister went on and got married, and her mom was just stressed out and worried that Alice was going to be a burden to her forever. And in reality, now that I think about that movie, I don't understand why her mom thought that she would be a burden on her when her mom was more of a burden on Alice. Alice was the one that was working. Alice was the one that was going out and making money and making sure everything was good in the household. So I don't understand the mom's logic on that sense, and I'm one that I'm all for, if it's a situation where the daughter can't find a husband, okay, I can understand the mom stepping in and trying to at least help. I'm not for the mom pushing her opinion, but at least trying to help with finding someone. But her mom was just like, I'm going to snatch your job from underneath you, and I'm going to take your boats away, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And, in reality, she hurt her daughter more than she was helping. She was not helping at all. She, not only did she hurt her because she sold her father's business, and I feel like it was hers to sell because that was her late husband's business, but it was not hers to sell because he meant for it to be for Alice. And she sold her father's boats. Once again, I get it. It's hers to sell because it was her late husband's, but he left that to Alice. And she knew that that was something that meant a lot to Alice. It's not something like, it would be different if it was just a boat. Like, obviously, Alice could easily take the money, go out and buy a new boat. But she has lost her father's boat. That was her dad's boat. That boat meant something to her. So I feel like it was very hurtful, it was very mean, and it was very nasty. And what she did to Alice. And in reality, Alice, at that point in time was a grown woman. And if she decides that she doesn't want to get married, if she decides she doesn't want to have any kids, and if she decides she wants to live her life that way, that is her decision. And, for somebody, you have gotten to a point to where that is your decision. You don't want to be married. You don't want to be held. You feel like marriage is holding you down. You feel like it'll be something holding you back. You feel like when you are single, you are on your stuff. When you are single, you're able to do everything you need to do. You're able to live your life the way you want to live. If you want to travel, you can travel as much as you want to, and you ain't got to worry about nobody saying nothing about it. If you want to buy a house, you don't have to ask anybody's permission to make that purchase. You don't have to ask. If you want to buy a car, you can buy that car. You can paint it whatever color you want to. You don't have to ask anybody how they feel about it. You don't have to ask anybody about, different little things. And, just like with the house, if you want to paint the whole house pink inside, you can do so, okay? Because that's surely, okay? But anyways, you don't have to ask anybody's permission. You don't have to be worried about how nobody else feel about what you gonna do with your stuff. And I just feel like for somebody, that's what you own. You are completely over finding a man. You are completely over trying to, and it's so crazy nowadays. Today's time, dating is just so weird. So many of these men have ulterior motives, and it's just too much going on. And in reality, I feel like this is for somebody. You are at a point to where you just over it. You are just like, I'm over it. I'm over trying to find me a man. I'm over trying to force these men to act right. I'm over trying to figure it out and help and do all that. Like, you've had enough out of it. But there's someone in your life that is looking at you and they don't like it. They don't like it. They are bothered. They are upset and they are bothered. They are pissed off. They are frustrated. They are annoyed. They do not like the way you are living your life freely. And it could be so many different people. It could be from the standpoint of like how Alice's mom was acting, like she was upset because Alice was, living her life in such a free way, and she was nervous that she would have to take care of Alice forever. Or it could be a situation to where what was the other situation? Oh, okay. To where you are single and you're living your life, and there are married women around you, or women that have that's the same thing, Star. Women that have husbands around you that are looking at you. They're seeing the way that you live your life, and it makes them feel some kind of way. And God is saying it's not to say that they are jealous per se, but it is to say that they feel some kind of way about the way that you are able to live your life. They feel some kind of way about the way you are able to just do what you want to do. You can buy all the plants you want. There's nobody to tell you can't have all the plants, and I take joy in that. It's nobody to say you have enough plants, Star. It's nobody to say you have enough pink sweaters. It's nobody. It's nobody to say you have too many pink shoes. It's nobody. And God is saying for somebody, you got a friend or something, they looking at you and you just skipping around, happy go lucky, you free. Okay, you are able to do whatever you want to, however you want to, and they feel like there has to be order. This person is ready to get the gobble, and there has to be order. There has to be order, Lord. There has to be order. You are completely not worried of, like, you are just free as a dove. You don't care about how nobody feel. You're not worried about how nobody what their opinions are. And this doesn't mean that you are not, like God is telling me to say, it doesn't mean that this is someone who is not dating. Like, you may be dating, you may be meeting people, you may be have interest in certain people, but the thing about it is, if somebody is not interested in you, or if somebody is turned off from you, or if it doesn't work out, you're just like, okay, whatever. You're not so obsessed about it, the way that other people might be. You're not so stressed out about it. You're not going to allow it to get to your head. God is saying, like, you're at this place where you're like, if you like me, wonderful, that's great. But if you don't like me, wonderful, that's great as well. It's fabulous, okay? It's stupendous, okay? You are not going to sit around lingering on how anybody feels about you. You're not going to sit around lingering on how a man feels about you. If that man don't like you, it is what it is, okay? Like the Houston saying go, it is what it is. You're not crying over that. Your days of crying over a man not liking you are done. Your days of being upset and bothered because a man is not down on bended knee with the ring is over. It's finished. You are at a point in your life where you are actually comfortable being single. You are at a point in your life where you actually happy with being single. And so if this is for somebody, you're single, you want to get married, but you are at a position to where you are comfortable being single. Okay, that's okay. You are at a position to where you're okay. You have completely got to the point to, if I remain single, I can have I can have whatever color car I want. I can have my house painted pink. I can have the inside pink. All the furniture can be pink, and nobody can tell me no. You are at that position, and it may not be pink. Okay, that's just me. Okay, me and Barbie, and that's it. But anyways, it's just like you're comfortable. You're comfortable. You're at the point to where, yeah, if I want to make my own babies, some more of my own babies, I do need a man. However, you can find a man anywhere. But also they have virtual babies. Okay, I could have a virtual baby, or I could adopt. It's thousands of kids every day. Thousands of kids that need loving homes. It's thousands of kids that need loving parents. It's thousands of kids that need to go to loving homes that you could adopt. 100%. And they all need love. Regardless of their backgrounds, regardless to what they look like, regardless to what they have been through, they need love. They need loving parents. And I'm just saying that to say, for somebody, you have gotten to a point to where you're not even tripping no more. And somebody is concerned. They are concerned. They're concerned. They're worried about you. God's telling me for some of them, it's true worry. Just how Alice's mother, she was worried about her daughter. It's not that she was trying to be mean. She wasn't trying to be hurtful. She wasn't trying to hurt her daughter. But she was worried about her daughter because she didn't want her daughter to go throughout her life without knowing what love felt like. She didn't want her daughter to go throughout her life and enjoy her younger years doing whatever she wanted to. That's wonderful. She was working. She was living her dreams out on the ships. But when she got older, she would be alone. And that worried her mother. It made her mother very concerned. She wouldn't know what it feel like to give birth to children because she was alone. She wouldn't know what it feel like to have somebody, a companion. She wouldn't know what it feel like to grow old with someone. And as her mother herself grew older, she grew very concerned about her daughter. So, for whoever this message is for, don't take offense to this message, because the people that are feeling this way about you, a lot of it is coming out of concern. It's coming out of love. It's not coming out of a need to control you. Even though some people can try to force you to get into a relationship in an attempt to control you, in an attempt to have some kind of control over you. But I feel like the people that are trying to get you to get married, the people that are trying to get you to get in a relationship, that they want you to be with somebody, it's not that. They genuinely care about you, and they are concerned about what will happen. As they get older, they are concerned of what will happen as you get older. They say they want you to feel love. They want you to know what it feels like to know love. I hear the song by Mariah Carey, I want to know what love is. Like, they feel like you have never experienced that. And it's a pity. I hear God saying they think that is a pity. They feel sorry for you. And like I said, this is not someone where you are walking around moping about. You are not moping about this. And that's what concerns them. You're not moping. You're not sad. You're not moping. You're not worried. You are in this place to where you just don't care anymore. And they are concerned. And I hear God saying, for some of y'all, they feel like the fact that you're not worried about it, you're not concerned about it, it is a stage of depression that you're going through. They feel like you are depressed. But instead of you showing it, you are covering it up. And I'm being reminded of the movie. What's the name of that movie? I forgot the Nobody's Fool. That movie. How the sister that had her life together, the sister that had her life together, she had her life together, but she was covering up the pain from her former heartache. And it took for her mom to say, like, to come over there and tell her it is not healthy what she was doing, you know. But sometimes when we go through pain, when we go through traumatizing pain, you know, sometimes we feel like we don't have time to be sad. And this is for somebody, you feel like you don't have time to be sad. God is saying that they feel like you don't see yourself having time to be sad, and they wanted you to have that time. And this is, like I said, this is not coming from somebody that feels some kind of way. This is not somebody that's looking down on you. This is somebody that genuinely loves you. This is somebody that genuinely cares, and they know that you are hurting, and they want you to release that hurt, but you are not releasing that hurt. You are covering it up, and they are terrified at what will happen. This is somebody whoever this person is, they looking for experience. I feel like this is specific to somebody. This is not for everybody. This is for someone specific. There is somebody that is looking at you. You are brokenhearted from a situation that you went through, and they are concerned because you are not letting it out. You are acting as if everything is okay. You are not crying. You are not emotional. And whoever this person is, they are scared for you, because they don't want you to get to a point to where you are 100% on your own, or you're 100% you got your life in a certain position, or you get yourself to a certain position and you just have a complete breakdown. And I feel like it's coming from somebody that has experienced that before. That's why they are concerned. That's why they are worried. But sheesh. Oh my God. This has gotten so deep. I was not expecting this out of this message at all. Okay. But yeah. So that's the message, y'all. Okay. Whichever piece connects you, because y'all, I have to say this, every message is not for everyone. Every message is not for everyone. There are thousands of people on my channel. I receive messages for so many different people. You cannot assume that every message is going to be for you. However, when you receive a message and you start having a feeling that it is for you, it will be confirmation to things that are going on in your life. It will be confirmation to things that God has already told you. If you are listening to a message and it is the exact opposite of something that God told you, that message is not for you. Okay. Don't try to force a message to be for you. Don't try to force a message to be yours. Every message is not for everybody. And that's the message. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.